Is it necessary for top management to develop skills to manage culture, or not for them, just for specialists?
It is absolutely important for top management to develop these skills, and I think it's much more important for our top management and our leaders today than it was 20 years ago or 40 years ago. Because of the media, because everything is instant now. I remember when I first started working 37 years ago, we might get a letter from the executive that was written a week ago. Today, the executives are going on Twitter or sending things out on LinkedIn or other, media outlets, and people know within minutes sometimes what the executives say. And I think that's very, very powerful. And the executives also, from a culture standpoint, have to understand that everything that they do is seen.
Exactly. You could see in internet the interview after Bhopal at the top management talking, the Union Carbide management talking about the incident. They knew nothing about talking on press and time changing, no?
And the generations after my generation are each becoming increasingly demanding to be able to get that information and use it. And I think we're going to continue seeing that, and I think that this is a good way to share information.
And right now.
Right now.
We need to answer right now. Okay. Is it necessary to have work in operational areas before assume the HSE position? Is that good, or it's not necessary?
Let me tell you my personal opinion.
Okay.
And that's I started in production. So I started wearing a uniform and going out and turning the valves and turning on the pumps. And when I didn't know something, I was smart enough to ask someone else. And probably my best teachers were operators, operating supervisors, shift superintendents. And I learned from that. I would go in on the off shift. I would go in at midnight and stay. And they would take me on their rounds, and I could listen, and they would explain why they did things. Not just what happened or what was going on, but why it happened and how they made their decisions. And they were some of the best teachers that I've had. Now, for people getting into the health, environment, safety, or security profession, my opinion again, is that you can get into it for a few years, maybe up until your 5th year.
Okay.
To get experience and exposure to the company and what you're looking at. But at some point, and this is for management too, you need to have that production experience. You need to have that operations experience, because in the plant, every day is different. In a corporate environment, days can be the same. Every day something happens, or something is prevented from happening that could have gone the wrong way. And so there are so many things that you learn, and you learn when you're in operations and don't realize you're learning it. And so again, I'm thankful for all those people that took the time to mentor me, to help me with that, because that helped me to do the jobs that I had after that, and particularly this job as the global technical director for CCPS. That gave me experience and knowledge that then I can share with others.
I was thinking while you were talking, career plans must contemplate this transition, no? HSE people own the plant. It's very... they complete their vision working on production.
Yes. And some companies, and several that I worked for, had rotational programs where they would start someone, and this is from an engineer's perspective, they would start someone in engineering and maybe they would go into operations and then they would go into maybe R&D or sales or something else, just to see how all the pieces fit. But in my opinion, getting that operating experience, whether it's on an oil rig or a plant or some, is really makes it real for you because you get to see what's happening.